Hi, everybody, and welcome back to Cat's Track. Thank you for subscribing, liking, and sharing this with your friends. Today's episode is with our friend Shawn Leggett. Shawn was born in Iserlohn, Germany. He tells me that he has the most supportive wife on the planet, and without her, their goals would never come to fruition. So nice. They also have two awesome kids that are independent, spirited, and confident, no doubt. Besides his loved one, Shawn is most passionate about learning. Some may say fishing or golf, but definitely learning. He is full of useless, I love it. He's full of useless stats and geeks out on the numbers. He tells me that he thinks as long as we're always learning, we're always growing and opening doors to increase potential. Shawn is known to challenge the norm and loves finding new ways of doing things. Friends, you'll find his full bio attached. Shawn, thank you so much for joining us today.
Thank you for having me.
I'm glad you're here. Are you ready for the questions we sent you?
Yeah, you bet.
Excellent. Okay. You're the first person I've asked this out loud to. Why do you do what you're doing right now?
Opportunity is one big one. We just saw something that is being done globally, but isn't necessarily doing locally on a scale that we're looking at. So we just had to challenge ourselves, and we see an opportunity to build a business that has a social effect, an environmental effect, and really just where we're at in life and everything. We needed to diversify. We needed to pivot where we were. There's not a lot of opportunity in the industry I've been in for 22 years. And so we just went looking for opportunity.
You are a true Albertan through and through. That's exactly what we do, right?
Absolutely.
Actually, so do the Germans. So they got the coolest cars ever, and they did it because of opportunity.
Absolutely.
Awesome. Okay. And the next one being your top 3 things that you'd like to share with the audience today.
I think just building off of like, don't be afraid to pivot or diversify, look for opportunity. There's a million cool things going on in the world. And if something isn't working out, try going another direction. I think having a really big viewpoint on what's going on, looking at things on, a macro scale or a global scale, and seeing what that opportunity is huge. Because while we lead the world in certain aspects, right? We're world leaders in oil and gas in Alberta. There's other parts of the world that are world leaders in other things. And by discovering those things, that can create an opportunity for you here.
Mm-hmm. We are global citizens, right?
Absolutely. And there's so many cool things going on and unique things and that are challenging, but also provide a world of opportunity. Did
you have any fear when you first started this? You're saying don't feel any fear. How do you get over that?
I'm kind of cocky to begin with, so I guess that helps.
That's good.
I think it's due diligence. It's you can't just come up with an idea, obviously, and go running down the road and think you're going to do something. We've been working on this for a couple 3 years. Not 100% at the early stage. It was a little bit of investigation, but as you start building momentum, you just find more and more opportunity, and you find different ways of doing things. You find more efficient ways of doing things. And that allows it to create the opportunity for success. This isn't the only business idea I've had.
I know.
I've had a million, and I drive my wife up the wall with them. I was going to recycle windshields because nobody does that. And there's an opportunity there, but I soon found out it doesn't make any money because recycling glass isn't that great. So we've been down, even while we're pursuing this, there's been other ventures that we've looked at and everything, and we keep coming back to this. So I think just being persistent and doing your homework and dotting the I's and crossing the T's and hope for the best and plan for the worst.
Good advice, Shawn. Well done.
Thanks.
How about the other things you want to share with us?
I think it's important too to have perseverance. I think it's important if you believe you have something, stick to it. Right? We've had lots of conversations with banks that are not highly acceptable to risk.
Yeah.
And if we just, if you stop at that first roadblock, you're done. But as you're trying to do it, when you hit one roadblock, you just pivot and you turn the other way, and you just keep working your way through it.
Mm-hmm.
And eventually you find opportunity. And you also find people that want to help you. You find people that might not so be willing, they can't help you themselves, but they'll direct you to someone that can.
Mm-hmm.
Right? So the traditional sources of financing, right? The first thing you think of is going down to your local bank and trying to get a business loan. And they might not be willing to do that, but there's a lot of other avenues. And there's a lot of people that'll help you find those avenues and get to where you need to be. So I think just, keep going, keep reaching out. Not everyone's going to believe what you're doing, but you're going to find people that do. And those are going to be the people that help you get there.
The name of the firm that helped you get there, when I asked you what banking organization, do you want to share a little bit more about that experience?
Yeah, so we found a group called Community Futures, which has multiple regional offices in Alberta. And they were fantastic. They work with small businesses. The one stipulation is you have to be a rural business. So we operate out of Okotoks.
Cool.
And they're fantastic. They work with you on building your business plan. They help you with your revenue forecast. And they really dive in. They want to know not even just what the business is about, but what you're about. So they're investing in the concept, but they're also investing in you. So you're selling two different things. You're selling your business philosophy, your idea, but you're also having to sell yourself.
Mm-hmm.
So they were fantastic. Yeah, can't say enough. Yeah,
that's awesome. Thank you for the shout out for them. I've heard very good things.
Yeah, I would recommend them to any entrepreneur that's trying to start a business and you're having trouble. Reach out to Community Futures.
Thank you, Shawn. Anything else you want to share or opportunity on the horizon? What would you like to close with?
I owe a lot of people thanks for, even for their support and providing us with the materials to do proof of concept, for believing, for being there and helping and pushing us and support it. I don't know, I guess be open-mindedness is huge, right? And you find those people, right? There's a lot of people that are fairly well focused on their vision, and there's not a lot of side effects. And I used to be one of those people. I was going to live my life in oil and gas, make a bunch of money, spend my winters golfing, my summers on the lake. And obviously that changed, and that's changed for a lot of people.
Yeah.
Right. So I think open-mindedness, find those opportunities. Don't think you can only do one thing. Right. I think, I think the skills you learn in your own industry, whatever it is, I think you can find a lot that those skills are transferable.
Yeah. And Shawn, isn't it true? I know, you and I obviously have known each other for a long time, being in oil and gas for all those years. And when we were in it, that's all we knew. And when we stepped out of it, I don't know how you feel. I'm just going to speak for myself, but I stepped out and went, whoa, there's an exciting world out here that's got some pretty cool stuff going on now.
Absolutely.
That final phase that we thought that we'd be somewhere warm in the winter and on the lake, why? Now we can
Yeah.
actually literally move and be wherever we want to be and have this exciting life, still make a major impact and do the lake.
Yeah, absolutely. And a lot of the things you've learned being in that industry, you know, the working under pressure, the having to make quick decisions, the risk, the reward, the whole works. That helps you huge. And if
Yeah.
you want to, if you're looking to transition or diversify, or you know, that's where you're at in your life. Yeah, there's huge potential.
I agree. That's awesome. Shawn, thank you so much for joining us today. I am delighted that you were able to see a new horizon for yourself, and what an exciting one. If there's anything that we can ever do for you, please let us know.
Will do. Thank you very much for having me today.
Thank you, Shawn. Everyone, Shawn Leggett, from oil and gas to who knows where his new frontier will be, right? How exciting. And from the lake and warm too.
Absolutely.
Everyone, thanks for joining us today. We'll see you on the next one.